Hey guys, well I'm back with another quick video, and this time I'm on my usual night. I was trying to do these like every weekend possibly, but sometimes they get thrown in the middle of the week. And I have some more records here to show that I picked up today. Just a couple records, and they are the best of Jethro Tull Volume 1, or Volume 2 I mean. I need to find volume 1 of this because I like Jethro Tull, but I don't want to go buy all of his records, and these seem to have the greatest hits on them. So I found this today, and it has the ones I know off of this is Thick as a Brick, War Child, and that's it. Oh wait, yeah, that's it for now. I'll have to listen to the rest of it to see if I know what they are. So I don't know too much about this record. Now, War Child, I think I have an autographed record of that someplace. It's in a frame in the other room. I should have brought that out to show, but I think I showed it on a previous video, probably 20 or 40 videos or something like that. And next, I have an oddball sort of record, and this is a World War II I want to say a record documentary. Apparently, in 1945, Time magazine did some reenactments of radio broadcasts, like not too long after they happened in World War II. And this one has the broadcasts of Hitler's march on Czechoslovakia. I hope this doesn't offend anybody. It's just I like these historical records, and this should be interesting to listen to because it's the commentary that was made on the radio about this back then. And like I said, it's reenactments, and apparently they did more than one of these records. So I'd kind of like to find the rest of them. And sorry for the bumpy camera. Morty's up on the table sniffing around the computer and the camera. Over here, Morty. Morty, come here. See if we can get him over here. I'll get you off of the camera there. Okay, coming up here. There you go. All right. Stay in your usual spot, like where you like to hang out. And you can look at his butt. Anyway, next we have, and he likes, I have a table full of various different junk over here. And one of his favorite things to do is to dig through all that stuff. And sometimes he'll find a piece of paper or something like that. And then he'll take off with it. Like sometimes there'll be a little paper candy wrapper or something back there, and he'll grab it and take off with it. Like let him chase that. Anyway, the next one I picked up another Isaac Hayes reissue record, and this is Black Moses, Isaac Hayes, and this has some cool songs on it. It is a 3-record set, and there's what's in there. Never Can Say Goodbye, Never Going to Give You Up, Part-Time Love. This should be a pretty good listen. I haven't listened to this yet. And this has a very strange cover that folds out into, there's like a small poster of Isaac Hayes right there. But it does fold all the way out into a very large poster. There's his hand there. There's the bottom part, like right there, like that. And it's a poster of this right here. And well, I'm not going to use it as a poster. It's just kind of a cool, sort of weird cover on that. And that's the records. Next is my book section. And while I was at the record store, I found this. It must have just been released. It is the Voyager Golden Record 2 CDs book, The Iconic Message for Extraterrestrials Now on Earth. Now this is the recordings of all the stuff they sent up in that satellite for extraterrestrials in case they find out about Earth, and it has all the recordings of that stuff. And I thought that's kind of an interesting thing about, you know, I like my history and astronauts and space and all that stuff. Um, some of the stuff off of here is greetings in 55 languages, a bunch of music from all over the world, and it also has some Navajo chants in it, which is interesting. It has stuff in, you know, all different languages and cultures around the world, including some folk music. Uh, Most of these musicians I have never heard of. A lot of it is symphonic and things like that, or like say African music and stuff like that. I thought we'd open that up here together since it does have a book inside of it, and I think the book itself is this whole thing right here. As you can see, it looks like a book with the binding, that paper, the Voyager Golden Record. We'll both be seeing this for the first time. Must be some photographs there. The launching of this bottle into the cosmic ocean says something very hopeful about the life on this planet. Carl Sagan. Introduction. In 1977, NASA launched 2 spacecraft, Voyager 1 and 2, on a grand tour of the solar system and into the mysteries of interstellar space. Attached to each of these probes is a beautiful golden record containing a message for any extraterrestrial intelligence that might encounter it, perhaps billions of years from now. This enchanting artifact, officially called the Voyager Interstellar Record, may be the last vestige of our civilization after we are gone forever. Wow, that's like mind-blowing, and it has all kinds of stuff about Voyager. It must have included photographs, which some of them there, and pictures of the human anatomy and people eating, people eating, x-rays, things like that. Here's some more. So that's kind of a cool picture. I like that one. Apparently these went into space on that one of those satellites, or both of them. That's a good picture right there. And the 2 CDs. One cool thing is I'll get to listen to what all was put on those records in these 2 CDs. Now for this little set here, what would have really been cool, and maybe they'll put out, maybe there's another one I don't know about, is like a replica of the record itself. It could have just been plastic or something. It didn't have to be metal, that you could like hang on the wall someplace and you could say, wow, I got a replica of the record they sent out into space. And that's that. That's the bunch of records in the book I had for this. Now I don't exactly have an antique for this one, but I do have this. You're probably wondering what this is. It's in a box. Unless you've seen that movie, or if you've seen that movie, The Da Vinci Code, you probably recognize this from the movie. And it is a Cryptex, a little puzzle that they featured in that movie. And this is a replica of that puzzle. There it is. The Da Vinci Code Cryptex. According to that movie, this was designed by Leonardo da Vinci way back in the day for sending secret messages. The real one would have had a glass little tube inside, and if the person didn't get the code right, or broke this open, you know, without using the code, the little glass would have broke, and it would have had vinegar in it, I think, and it would have destroyed the little parchment paper that would have been in here with like a whatever secret code you might want to have. And the code on this one, you are able to change this code if you want. And I use this or something similar to this for sending little messages back and forth to my girlfriend. I think the last one I sent her, the code was Apple. And that was this one. The code was already built in as Apple. So instead of just outright telling her the code is Apple, I sent her a picture of Isaac Newton. And in the background, there's like an apple and a tree and some other little stuff sitting around. He's looking through a prism. And I just kind of hinted in the note that I sent that it has something to do with the movie, obviously. I also sent her a YouTube video of the scene at the end of the movie where Robert Langdon is trying to solve the puzzle at the end, and he's looking at Isaac Newton's tomb, and there's all these various little things floating by, which is supposed to be his thoughts, with apples floating by and other stuff. And that was my hints as to what the code might be for this. But you can set it for other things. There you go. And you just put your little note inside of here, or whatever you might want to send somebody: the key to your apartment, the key to your heart, the key to hell, whatever that might be. Whatever. But that's a fun little thing that I do for you know, my romance or romantic little things, and I usually set it right back there on that writer's box. I don't do it all the time. I like puzzles, and I also have a bunch of these little puzzle boxes, and I'll send her those with notes inside of them and things like that. And here's another smaller one, another little Cryptex. These are just fun little things if you want to send somebody a secret message or give them a gift, or you know, maybe you bought your kid a new car, and you put the car keys inside that thing and give them some sort of a puzzle to solve to get into that puzzle, and then there you go, there's your gift. Anyway, but that's it for this video. Thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. Colin, over and out, and Weirdos Unite. Now, why exactly are we liking these videos in the first place? Everybody always says that at the end of those videos, like. I can see why you want somebody to subscribe. You know, you get more people interaction or whatever. But why do they have that thumbs up, thumbs down? That's just something I just thought about just now to throw in here. You know, that a lot of people get really bothered by that. It doesn't exactly bother me because I just don't really care or pay any attention to that. But I know of at least 2 or 3 different people I have been subscribed to that they really get bent out of shape if somebody puts a thumbs down on their video. And I guess they're self-conscious about whatever they're doing on here, and they shouldn't be, because it doesn't matter if you get a thumbs up or thumbs down. It just your video doesn't do any worse or better if you do get one. And to me, I think that they should just remove that altogether from their videos. YouTube. Well, that's just my thoughts. I'll get out of here. See y'all later. Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Come here, boy. Boy, he glides.
That's the little one. Yeah, okay. I will. Yeah, I'm the one that was in there. I'll get it. You're welcome.